It's 11:47 p.m. Your body is exhausted. Your eyes are heavy, but your mind just pulled up tomorrow's meeting, that text you sent 3 days ago, and a conversation from 2019, all at the same time. You're not thinking about anything useful. You're just spinning. If you've ever felt like your brain has a mind of its own, running laps while you're begging it to stop, stay with me, because what's happening to you has a name, a reason, and more importantly, a way out. Here's what's actually going on. When your brain senses unfinished business, a problem without a solution, a worry without an answer, it treats it like a low-grade emergency. Psychologists call this cognitive rumination, and it's your mind's misguided attempt to protect you by solving something over and over again. The problem is, most racing thoughts aren't actually solvable in that moment. There's no new information coming. So your brain loops the same file again and again, like a browser tab that won't stop refreshing. Think about it like a smoke alarm that goes off every time you make toast. The alarm isn't wrong to notice smoke. That's its job, but it can't tell the difference between a house fire and dinner. Your anxious mind works the same way. It's trying to keep you safe, but it can't tell the difference between I need to prepare for something and I'm just replaying a memory I can't change. This matters because a racing mind isn't a character flaw or a sign something is broken in you. It's your nervous system stuck in a loop, trying to resolve something it wasn't built to resolve through thinking alone. And once you understand that, you can stop fighting your brain and start working with it instead. So let's talk about how to actually quiet that noise, starting with the one thing most people get wrong: trying to think your way out of overthinking. The first tool is what I call the brain dump. Grab any piece of paper and, without organizing or editing, write down every thought currently circling your head. Don't make it neat. Don't make it make sense. This works because your working memory, the mental space holding all those spinning thoughts, has limited capacity. When you externalize a thought onto paper, your brain treats it as stored and loosens its grip, almost like closing a tab you don't need open anymore. Next is a technique called cognitive diffusion, a fancy term for a simple shift. Instead of thinking, I'm going to fail this, you reframe it as I'm having the thought that I'm going to fail this. That small change creates distance. You're no longer fused with the thought as absolute truth. You're just observing it pass by, like a cloud instead of the whole sky. Third, try the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding method. Name 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. This works because racing thoughts live in the future or the past, but your senses exist only in the present moment. By anchoring into your senses, you gently pull your nervous system out of that mental time travel and back into now, where your body can actually settle. And finally, give your mind a scheduled outlet, a daily worry window. Pick 10 minutes each day where you're allowed to worry, fully and freely. When intrusive thoughts show up outside that window, you tell yourself, not now. I'll think about this at 6 p.m. This isn't suppression. It's training your brain to trust that the thought will be addressed, just not immediately, which, over time, quiets the urgency behind it. None of these require you to just relax. They work with how your mind actually functions, not against it. A racing mind isn't something you have to live with. With a little practice, writing it out, creating distance from your thoughts, grounding in your senses, and giving worry its own time and place, that noise really can soften. If tonight's topic hit close to home and you need more consistent support, online therapy is a flexible, accessible option linked in the description below. And if you'd like a structured, guided way to work through anxiety step by step, there's a full course linked below too, at your own pace. If this helped even a little, hit like, drop a comment, telling me what your mind tends to race about. And subscribe so we can keep doing this together. Your mind doesn't need to be silent to be at peace. It just needs somewhere safe to land.